Hi there, my name's Kyle, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about CUSP from Canada. Now, before I could actually get into this, after I finished my initial research and decided to actually look into the website, it actually broke. And I found this a little frustrating because I wanted to record this video, but also because I noticed when I was looking at it just a few minutes ago on my laptop, they had the install as a PWA available. And I was going to complain and rant a little bit about how I see a lot of websites offering themselves up as progressive web apps, and I don't understand why. I mean, maybe you just want to show off that you can use the tech, but it's really not that hard to set up a PWA. You can do it in a couple seconds. It's just like two API calls and just like copy and paste a service worker from a tutorial. But what I find better than a PWA, and what I use for a lot of my clients, since I do a lot of work with primarily like business to business type clients, is I either go offline first or I go offline backup. I don't ever fuck with the PWA stuff because it doesn't make sense to have. I don't want to add your design website, your design agency website to my home screen of my phone or my desktop. But what I would like is that when your site goes down, it means that I don't have to wait for you to fix your shit before I can actually access your website. So when I have a big client who does a lot of content changes, a lot of different marketing stuff, they're constantly shaking and moving up their website, we'd like to go offline backup. So we always hit the website for the freshest stuff, but if something goes wrong, we use that service worker to pull from our backup cache, and then we just serve up the offline page, and then maybe even notify the user saying like, hey, the website's down right now, so you're looking at a cached version. And then we can maybe have some information about like, we'll notify you when we're back online, or you can reattempt or something like that if you really want like the freshest content. But again, it's still more of a marketing site, and it's more important, even if like certain functionality is missing from it, like maybe the buy now button on the product pages aren't there, but they can still get to the product pages. They can still look at the images. They can still read all the content. They can still browse everything, even when your website's down. And so that's why I thought it was interesting. I wanted to see if they were doing any sort of offline stuff, and this is a perfect example of how their website broke when I went to record this, and they offer it up as a PWA. I could have installed it, but they don't actually offer up any sort of offline backup, and it's super frustrating to see people doing that, seeing how the setting up an offline first or an offline backup. Offline backups are definitely easier to set up on a development side. I prefer to just go offline first, and I might eventually make some tutorials on how to easily set up service workers and maybe even some server side stuff for how at least I handle my offline structure with my service workers. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that I was going to complain about being a PWA, and this is an even better example of when you should actually not worry about having stuff be installable, and worry about more about like, what does your user see when they hit your website? Because I'm never going to install your website to my phone, but I am going to try to access it to look at it. And when it breaks, it'd be nice if I could still look at it. Well, hopefully they fix it sometime today.